Hi guys, what's up? It's Firefly here, and today I'm going to be doing a champion reveal. So they announced two new champions, Rakan, the Charmer, and Xayah, the Rebel. And I'm going to be making videos on both, but they're both going to be coming on separate days. So stay tuned for that. We haven't had a champion release since Camille, so that was back in December, I believe. So I'm particularly excited for this one. So yeah, let's get into this. Alright, let's check out our abilities. Passive. Clean cuts. After casting an ability, Xayah's next few basic attacks will pierce through all enemies in their path, dealing reduced damage to all targets after the first. They'll also leave feathers where they land. Feathers remain on the field for a moderate length of time. Alright, so let's see the passive. Ooh. Okay. So it kind of gets, after using ability, she gets like an ammo system of doing AoE bolt attacks. Interesting. Seems like a Twitch-esque kind of ability, like a mini Twitch ulti on her autos. That's okay, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Alright, let's check out her next ability. Cute. Double daggers. Xayah throws two blades in a line, damaging all enemies hit. The blades leave a feather where they land. Alright, let's check this out. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. So she just basically shoots her feathers. I checked it out. I think these feathers are probably going to have an interaction more with the rest of her kit. It seems interesting how it's able to deal multiple damage. Although, the damage doesn't seem a lot, like too much. But we have to see our ratios as well. And the particular shot seems kind of narrow. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be getting a lot of people. But if you're fine or good at Xayah, you'll be able to hit and do a lot of damage with the ability. Alright. Let's check out her W. Deadly Plumage. Xayah conjures a storm of feather blades that increase the strength and speed of her next few base attacks. If Xayah attacks an enemy champion while empowered by Deadly Plumage, she'll gain a short burst of movement speed. If Rakan is nearby, when Xayah activates Deadly Plumage, he'll also gain the ability's effects. Alright, so let's check this out. Seems good, like a kiting ability / steroid ability. Let's check it out. Alright. Alright, some damage. That's kind of broken, though, with Rakan. He can give... I guess they're trying to push her to kind of be with Rakan with that W ability. It's kind of cool. I think that's going to be giving her a lot of kiting power, as well as if you activate W, your W is a steroid in your damage. So when you're going into a team fight, it's kind of like Twitch ulti, where you want to ulti, use it when you're going to use your whole DPS combo, but on W. So it's kind of interesting. And it leaves feathers behind. Alright. Let's check out her E. Blade Collar. Xayah recalls all feathers, which deal damage to any enemies they strike on the way back to Xayah. If the target is struck by several feathers at once, they'll be briefly rooted. Interesting. So let's see it. Alright, so she sends out her feathers, and then she brings them back. Oh, okay. So I guess if they get hit by 3 feathers, they get CC down, which seems really strong. I think that's going to be interesting to see from her. Alright. It's kind of interesting. Like, they kind of have her, like... this champ kind of reminds me of, like, Twitch a little bit, but with terrain. Like, a Twitch with CC with interact with terrain. Seems very interesting. Seems good. Let's check out her next ability, Featherstorm. Xayah leaps into the air, becoming briefly untargetable. After a short delay, she hurls a storm of blades in a cone, each of which deals damage to struck enemies and leaves a feather upon landing. Xayah may continue to move while airborne. Interesting. So that shows a lot of skill cap. This is probably your main DPS ability. Let's check it out. Alright, that's a lot of AoE damage, I think. Oh, that's cool. So you're going to be able to dodge like big ultis like Zed ulti, Ashe ulti, and then deal that much like huge AoE damage. That's gonna show a lot of Xayah players from the good Xayah players and bad Xayahs, because if you're going to ulti, you're going to get a good ulti, you can deal a lot of damage while kiting backwards and being untargetable for a bit. That's a really cool ability. I think it's going to be Really interesting to see how it's going to play out. All right, let's see a recall. Special recall, love or leave. Oh, that's kind of cute. The couple recall. That's interesting. So if Rakan or Xayah are recalling, the other one can join. So that's kind of cool in bot lane because like if you're an ADC, you're getting a last bit of CS or something. Rakan can start his recall and Xayah can join him once she's finished CSing. Or it could be vice versa. Maybe Rakan went to go ward something and Xayah's recalling, and then Rakan can come and join her. That's cute. That's cool. All right. So we've seen the abilities. Now let's check out her in-game clips. Let's see how it is in live action. All right. Ooh, there's some damage. In the ulti, dodging the ult. Ooh. Seems like an assassin a little bit. Seems like an assassin. Seems good. Seems good. That looks really good. That looks really, really cool. Alright, let's check out her other... Oh wait, this is the same one. Let's check out her other in-game clip. Ooh, dodging the Zed ulti. Ooh! Alright, so she has a lot of burst damage. So Xayah's like, she's kind of like a mid lane ADC a little bit. So you got to think about it. It's like Twitch kind of like, you want to wait and then kind of think about it and then wait for your right moment. It's kind of like you got to get that kind of thinking process, wait for the right moment to do your stuff, and then you just do this huge AoE damage. Seems cool. Seems cool. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. All right. We checked out the abilities. Let's check out what Riot's kind of idea behind Xayah is. All right. Let's check her out. All right, some ADCs can charge straight into combat and start blowing stuff up, but Xayah works best if you take some time to create a game plan. Smart Xayahs will use their minion wave to plant fields of barbs, feathers daring opponents to step into the range. When the battle begins, the rebel gracefully flits around the outskirts of the conflict, slicing up targets with double daggers and using her feathers to create a zone of control. When the fighting gets hot, feather storms can save Xayah from mayhem or smother her enemies. The best Xayah players will use her ulti to achieve both at once, becoming brutally untargetable and dodging an enemy ultimate while surging forward and spiking knives and feathers. If Xayah's good, you won't even notice her at all until she's swooping in for the kill. So that's interesting. So it's kind of like, she's kind of like a surprise, like an assassin. Like, it's kind of cool. So you set up your fight with just throwing as many daggers as you can, and at the end of the fight, you just get your ulti out and then just burst everyone down. All right. I like it. I like it. Let's check out her strength. Let's see what they tend to her for her strong points. Xayah can quickly clean cut through whole waves, shredding their ranks with a single auto. Visibility works much the same way in teamfights, where Xayah can punish enemy backlines with feathery sharpenals while focusing tanks. So it's kind of like Twitch, yeah, like where you ulti in, you're attacking the tanks, you're hitting the back line. All right. When a bad guy comes after Xayah and Deadly Plumage activates, she becomes the undisputed queen of kiting. So basically, yeah, like I said before, like a kiting god, like, because you'll be able to auto attack, and then after that, procs your Deadly Plumage, and then you can kite back, and you get like untouchable. All right. So she has a lot of survivability, which is kind of cool. So a good Xayah will be able to survive. Even though she doesn't have any dash or movement speed, she still has like a lot of survivability, which is really cool. Leaving feathers in a wake, anyone chasing her in a straight line will ask as they're getting stuffed with Blade Caller. If they are still hungry for the poultry after that, they gotta fight through the raging feather storm before finishing off the rebel. Alright. So it's like Xayah's I think has a very good skill cap, because good Xayah players will be able to get maximum damage out of all of her abilities. I think she's really good, and I think she's actually a really good champ to one trick too, and one trick play. Seems interesting. Alright. Xayah works best when she's safely behind the Rakan or any other support, letting them tank the unwanted attention. Weaknesses. Because her feather traps take time to set up, Xayah isn't good at capitalizing on enemy mistakes and catching opponents off guard with the first strike. She prefers to preening her feathers, waiting for the aggressor to make the move. Xayah's lack of mobility forces her to leave heavily on Blade Caller for self-pillar. Any chance that can avoid the stun will be able to find it easier to stick to her. The Rebel works best when she's safely behind the support or Rakan. letting them take any unwanted attention. All right, so I guess they wanted to like, she's kind of like, the kind of thing like, she's kind of like the opposite kind of Lucian, who just wants to deal like tons of damage, and if you get caught out once, Lucian can burst you down one rotation. Xayah is different. Xayah, you want to prepare your feathers, get that damage ready, and then your main points can be getting that Blade Collar in for the maximum DPS. So I guess Blade Collar is going to be her bread and butter ability. All right. Now, let's check out let's just check out the intro again. Check out some of the lore and see some interesting stuff about her. Xayah huddled in a corner table, pretending to scribe some notes on old maps. A Vaestian dancer across the bar captured the room attention with a flamboyant performance, lulling the audience into an easy mood. Xayah made eye contact with a Vaestian and nodded towards an Ionian soldier sitting in the back row. Time to move. The dancer flashed a knowing smile and leapt towards the soldier, letting out a vicious kick. With the bar goers scrambled away in the brawl, Xayah surged forward, hurling her storm feathers. The soldier collapsed, and the rebel's job was done. Interesting. Oh, okay. So I guess the Vaestian is probably the other person, Rakan. And basically, this is just a lore where they basically went after the soldiers. So that's kind of maybe how they met. Because I played some of Xayah, and they were talking a little bit. And in her lore, they were talking about, like, they met in a bar room or in a bar fight. So maybe they met somewhere in this type of bar scenario. And that's kind of cool. All right. Let's check out some extras. Oh, it's just some cool fan. This is kind of cute. So I guess this is going to be like a bot lane couple. Like, I don't know, maybe if you play bot lane with like your girlfriend or something, this is probably going to be like an ideal bot lane pairing for you, or I don't know, something. Or with any dual partner, because they seem to be like a cool champion. All right. I think that's it for my Xayah champion reveal. If you like anything, comment, or say anything if you think that I can improve on anything, or anything you think about the video. And thanks for watching.